10 of 24 today. This is our 3.0 series, and we're going into upper body, lower body strength conditioning. And I have two sets of weights. I have a 3 pound, I have a 5 pound. We're gonna play with it in between here. We're gonna be working more into the legs and more into the arms this time. Last time it was more of a focus on chest and glutes, so that we did lower body. But we're gonna start with the weights down. If you don't have weights, no problem. We're gonna start with a split stance, getting ourselves warmed up. And it's just a little drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. So if you have issues with knees, I want you to make sure that the front knee, the bend in it is just so we drop down into the back hip, down and up. We're gonna switch legs. I'm just gonna switch directions so that you still have the view here. We drop straight down and up. So if this bothers the knees, if there's pressure on the knees, I want you to think of squeezing more through the back glute and through the front thigh so that you have less range, but you're definitely feeling the contraction through the muscle. You've got 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Perfect. Now with that, we're gonna have an upright row that we're gonna practice now. So we're just gonna come straight up the body and straight back down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So again, we're just using this to kind of think through all of the workout, the exercises that we're gonna be going through. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Perfect. One more. Lift and lower back down. We're gonna take the feet out wide to a squat, a little bit wider, maybe about hip width apart. We're gonna use the weights on this one when we come into the workout, but we're gonna squat down, bicep curl as we come up. Squat down, bicep curl. So I push the hips back and then tuck back under, but I don't rotate the pelvis forward. Down and up, drop and lift. So this way, we're getting work into the legs and the arms. Nice little combination there. 2 more. All right. Then we're gonna go into a tricep kickback. We're gonna hinge forward. Elbows are going to be bent. We wanna try to get the elbows about shoulder height. We're gonna start with the arms straight down, wrist straight down from the elbow, and just kick straight back and down, back and down. Kick back, back into your side. We're keeping the tricep loaded. Now, if you can't quite get the elbow to shoulder height, it is okay to come lower. We just don't want the arms swinging forward and back. So we would come lower, squeeze back, and then again, try to stop where the elbow and the wrist are both pointing straight down to the ground. Down and in, back and in. Perfect, 2 more. Next one's just gonna be a single leg squat. So I'm gonna put my weight into my left leg. I'm gonna squat down and lift up. Again, any knee issues, brace through the core, squeeze through the glute and the quad on the standing leg. 2 and 1, we switch sides, down and up, down and up. So I wanna contract through the quad, through the glute, but I don't wanna lock out the knee. Core stays tight. Perfect. 1 more after this, 1 more, right here. All right. We're gonna go into a squat with an overhead press. We're gonna turn the feet out a little bit wider. We're gonna come down, press overhead, drop and lift. Down the body, up the body. Now, if you choose, you can stay right here, keeping the arms loaded. Again, less bend in the knee if you need. Press with the arms. 2 more. Good. Relax through the core. All right, last one we're gonna go through is a deadlift. We're just gonna reach straight down the body, straight back up. We'll have the options to add in arms there if you choose. Good, give me a couple more. And then we're gonna grab our weights and we're gonna get ready for our first move. Again, interval work here, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 3 rounds. All right, so I'm gonna grab my my heavier weights here. I'm going to take it into a split stance. So my right leg comes forward, and then I just pull up the body, back down, lift and lower. So the work here we want through the shoulder blades, not just through the arms. So you control. If you feel like you're having a swing up and then you're dropping straight down, I want you to pause for just a second in each of those movements. Lift, press, lift, and press. Now that split stance with the legs keeps the legs working as well, up and down. Come on, you got about 5 seconds. Shoulders, maybe getting a little tired here. Good, one more, up and straight down. Whew. Now just use the weights here to allow the shoulders to come away from the ears. We split the stance again. Now you can change the weight if you need to. You can go without the weight. We're working both arms at the same time, so you change the weight whenever you need to. A little bit of a lunge position, and then we lift and lower. So as I lift, I'm trying to draw those weights straight up my body. There's no swing forward. We just come straight up and down. Split stance helps with balance a little bit. Having to work through the balance, work through the core, lift and lower. And then it keeps some work into the legs as well. So we're focusing on the legs to stabilize as we work here, lift and lower. Up and down. Option if you need one arm and then the other. Good, one more. Up and down, shake it out. Now, you can choose the leg that comes forward here. I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna go ahead and switch after 20 seconds with the stance. The stance here doesn't matter as much. We're focusing more through the upper body. I'm just going to switch the legs, tuck under, lift and lower. 20 seconds here. We're gonna keep the arms moving while we switch the legs, if you choose to. I am choosing to, just because I'm trying to keep the glute contracted on the back leg for stability. One more, and then we keep the arms moving, switch the legs. So on the back leg, if you've switched, squeeze the back glute. Good. Little bend in the front knee. Perfect work. We're lifting as much through the back as through the shoulders. One more. Perfect. Ooh, great work. I'm going to change the weight into, I'm going to change my hand weights. Now, the reason I went heavier on that one, even though we're working a lot of shoulders, is because I had to use my back muscles more. Here we're focusing more through the tricep. So we have that little squat down and bicep curl. Squat, curl as you come up, down and up. So you want to make sure the knees and toes are both going out. Now from this side, I slide straight down that wall and straight back up, down and up. That's the purpose of the plie squat, or the wide squat into the legs with the toes turned out. That way I don't have to lean forward. Now drop and squeeze to the bicep as you pull up. Good, we have about 5 seconds. Nice work. One more, and lift. Relax the arms down. Again, if you're using weights, let the weights just pull the arms away from the ears. You can bring the feet in, you can keep them out wide, shake it out. You got about 5 seconds before set number 2. Now, option here, come down. If you want, just come into the arms right here. You're gonna work stability through the legs and through the core. Now, if you choose, you can add that little dip into the squat. That's an option. If the legs feel really tired, don't do that. You can just hold right here, okay? Lift and lower as you need to. Again, I try to show you variations so you can increase and decrease as your body needs. Good, give me one more. Down and lift. Shake it out. I want you to have variations. Shake out the legs if you need. So that you can try a couple higher, you can try a couple lower. Even if you're used to working at a higher intensity, bringing it down isolates the movements into the legs. Good, down and lift, drop and lift. You can stay in the legs if you choose, right here. You can keep that squat going if you want to. I think I'm gonna keep the rest of that set right here. Just personal, I'm about halfway through. Down and up if you choose, with the legs. Now, if you keep this stationary position, really squeeze through the glutes, through the outer thighs to keep the knees open. Good. One more. And release. Whew. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna come into those tricep kickbacks. You do not have to use any weight, either if you don't have it or if you choose not to. From the side, I'm gonna come forward just a little bit. I'm gonna soften through my knees, elbows come up. I kick straight back and in. Straight back and in. Now option, I can go right arm, and then my left, right, and then left. So I'm trying to keep the elbows lifted as close to shoulder height as possible. But the weights start to get very heavy. Oops, I'm coming in. See, I'm starting to cheat. I want to stop right at my hip, not bring it all the way into the shoulder. That way I keep my triceps loaded. See, I try to cheat. It was subconscious, I promise. Good, one more. Release. Shake it out. So the elbows can come in a little bit more. They can come down so they're not quite lifted to shoulder height. You just want to make sure that the arm comes back and you stop right about in line with the elbow as you come back. So I'm going to take them a little lower this time. I kick straight back and in. Come with me, back and in. So we are focusing on the tricep. That's the back part of the arms. Right between the elbow and the shoulder. So you want to make sure you're squeezing that muscle as you lift, and then you're keeping a little bit of that squeeze even as you come down. We keep that muscle under tension and we find strength. Yes. All right, 5 seconds. I think you can give me one more. Come on. Perfect. Oh. My shoulders are super tight. So I'm going to relax through the shoulders as much as I can, and I'm going to try to focus that movement right through the tricep. So if you have to, arms come a little lower, it's back and in. It's not the range, come with me. It's not the range we're going for. So up here, I would have more range, okay? What we're going for is keeping that muscle under tension the whole time so that we're really feeling it. You're really maybe not happy with your arms right now. You're not happy with me. But remember, we want strong arms and you love me. So kick back, come in, 10 seconds. So your option, because we want to finish, is one arm and then the other. Let the weight go if you need one more. That's why we always have the option with the weights. Again, so you can kind of gauge in. Oh, maybe I need weights. Oh, look, my strength has improved. I can add weight in now. I can go up in the weight, but it doesn't have to be very heavy. Single leg squat. We're coming into the left leg, and we're just going to come down and up. So if you want more challenge, I can float the right leg up and down. Down and up. You can keep the foot tapping for balance. I'm pressing back and lifting. So notice I don't come all the way to an upright position, but I'm really working strength through my left leg that's supporting all of my weight. Down and up. You can do this with no hand weights. I just opted to keep mine. One more for a little more resistance. So I got 6 more pounds into that leg. So now weight is in your right leg, left toes come down. leg can float if you choose. Options, options. You gotta love them, right? All right, here we go. Down and lift, down and lift. So I want you to focus on squeezing through the glute, not locking out through the knee. If any knee pain is happening, smaller range right here. I'm still moving, but I'm keeping the muscle contracted a little bit more. Now, belly is engaged. So I have those deep muscles in the belly, contracted, pulled in toward the spine. 5 seconds. Down and up. Good, I think you can give me one more. Perfect. All right, you're more than halfway done. You're like 3/4 of the way done. This is perfect. Shoulders back and down. No, maybe 2/3. 2/3 of the way done. All right, so weight is gonna come into the left foot to start, 20 seconds, and then we switch legs, we keep the squat. Drop and lift, drop and lift. So any workout, we always get out of it what we put in. So you don't have to completely wear yourself out, switch legs, but you do want to feel like you've gotten a workout. But I also want you to come back for the next workout. Drop and lift. Remember, we got 24 of these in this series. You can mix and match any of these too through the different series. One more. Good. Shake it out. All right, our next one, we're gonna come out wide again. I'm gonna have the hands down. So I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna have an overhead press. You can stay right here in the legs or down and lift. Come with me. Drop and lift, drop and lift. So again, feet are out wide. It's that plie squat. So I slide straight down that wall. Drop down, lift straight up. Down and lift. Your core is engaged. So I'm pulling my belly button to my spine. Drop and lift. I'm squeezing inner thighs to help get me up so that we have all the work into the legs. Drop and lift. 5 seconds. Good. Really press the arms to the ceiling. Last time. Shake out the legs as you need. Now, if you feel like you need to, you can keep the feet wide just for your base of support and just do the arms. We can go one arm and then the other as needed, trying to keep the arms at shoulder height. Here we go. Lift and lower. Right here if you need. Our goal is to finish and finish strong. Press, lower, press, and lower. Nice work. Breathe. Lift and lower. Now if you feel like, oh, this is taking forever, I need to rest my arms for just a second, go ahead. You can come here, just work into the legs. Last time. Up and down. Good. All right, you got one more set. If your form, you're getting tired and you feel like your form is compromised, put the weights to the side. We can still work on squeezing through the muscles as we go through. If you feel like I'm not challenged at all, grab those heavier weights. Drop and lift. Come on, this is the last set here. We can do it together. Stronger together. That's what we are. Good. Drop and lift. Your core is engaged. Your face is relaxed. And your grip on the weights is light. Down and up. Drop and lift. 10 seconds. Come on. Good. One more time. Down, press up, and release. Heel toe those feet in. All right, you got one more. We're gonna do it for 1 minute. Got flies out here. It's gonna gonna be a deadlift. So we're gonna come down the body. I'm gonna squeeze through my glutes, my abs to lift myself back up. I'm gonna lower down and I'm gonna lift. Come with me. Here we go. Down, down, lift, and lift. So notice I'm trying to keep my back very flat. I'm trying to lean forward, but my hips want to go back just a little. Down, down, lift, and lift. Come on, you've got this. We've got 30 more seconds. We're going to go a full minute here because you can. Core is engaged. Come on. Everything working here. A little bit through the arms and through the shoulders. A lot through the legs, through the glutes, and through the abs. Come on, 10 seconds. Lift and lift. Nice form. You've got this. Come on, give me one more. Drop down, down, lift, and lift. Woo. Perfect. Excellent job. Good, just inhale. When you bring your arms down, just let them flow open. Lift, flow open. Not a terrible way to spend 24 minutes, right? It could be longer. Think about that. Release. Good. We're just gonna bring the arms straight overhead, and we're gonna reach over to the left side, back up to center, release down, lift, over to the left, center. This fly is trying to make friends, and I don't really want to be his friend today. Over and up. Good, one more set. Lift, reach to the side, back to center, down and up, over and lift. Good. Right leg comes forward, left leg comes back. We're gonna pop the toes up on the right side. And I'm just gonna press my chest forward. Nice long stretch through the front leg. Whew. Kind to your knees. Perfect. Belly in. Good, and just switch legs. Other leg comes forward. Beautiful. So make sure your heart rate is coming down as we cool down. Nice deep breaths here. Good work. You did it. Upper and lower body strength. Good, come up. This time I'm going to take my right leg back. I'm going to tuck my pelvis under, and then I'm going to try to press my heel back on the right side. You got your workout done. Excellent work. Now it's time to hydrate. You already know it. 24 ounces. The next 2 hours. Good. Press that back heel down. Again, stretch a little bit longer if you need to. Since I'm keeping these down to 24 minutes, we're not stretching as much. Make sure you are warm before you start, and we stretch out. Good, bring an arm across. Take that up and behind, little triceps stretch. Feel free to run through these again. We're gonna bring it across. I'm so happy that we can still have a little bit of time to work together. Up and behind. Give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. Thank you, my friends. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.